Hello guys, today we'll be doing something a bit different. In today's video, I'll be showing you the top 5 most anticipated games of 2023. Before we start though, take a few seconds to press the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell to stay notified of when I upload any new videos, and while you're at it, also press the invite link in the description to be a part of our Discord community. Done? Okay, now let's get back to the video. Starting off the list, holding the number 5 spot, we have Atomic Heart. Stated to be released on February 21st. According to Jorge Jimenez, hardware writer, it's a tale as old as time. Man creates robots to make their lives easier, and the robots go on a murdering rampage. Atomic Heart is an over-the-top first-person shooter set in an alternate version of the Soviet Union, where you play a KGB agent sent to investigate some unusual activities at a manufacturing facility. Lo and behold, the robots and automations charged with running the place have run amok, and you have put a stop to it. And by put a stop to it, I mean blowing up the robots with all sorts of weapons, gadgets, and bizarre abilities. Atomic Heart definitely has got a vibe, and from the handful of gameplay trailers I've seen, it seems to have the frantic combat of Doom with the weirdness of a BioShock. Now for the number 4 spot, it's actually a presumptive Elden Ring expansion. There's actually no release date, but data miners have found files that could point to new DLC. According to Tyler Kolb, associate editor, an Elden Ring expansion or DLC feels inevitable even if there's actually no sign of it coming soon. From Software's masterful open-world game doesn't need anything more, but who among us could say no to more? Data miners and loreheads have tons of ideas about who or what we could learn about in another morsel of the lands between. It could be anything, and that's why it's so exciting to think about, especially if you're familiar with how stellar From Software's post-release drops usually are. Join me then, in praying every day for the announcement to happen. The number 3 spot on the list is a game called Starfield. Stated to be released in the first half of 2023. Chris Livingston, feature producer, says, well, duh. Of course we're excited for Starfield, Bethesda Game Studios' first RPG in a quarter century that isn't an Elder Scrolls or Fallout game. It's weird, because some use the words Skyrim in space to dismiss it, while for others, like me, that's exactly what we want, an open world where you're free to invent your character, follow the story or completely ignore it, and set in search of adventure, excitement, or even the quiet life on a distant world. Throw in spaceships you can completely customize, 1,000 planets to visit, and some typical goofball Bethesda stuff like a religion founded on the belief in a giant space serpent, and it's hard not to be hyped, if not a bit guarded due to the general, almost guaranteed bugginess of Bethesda's earlier games. If you've made it this far in the video, you should consider subscribing and leaving a like. This really motivates me to make more videos to better satisfy you. Taking the number 2 spot on the list is Diablo IV. It is said that a beta is coming soon, but the full game will be released in June. According to Tyler Kolb, associate editor, action RPGs have had to deal with a Diablo-shaped hole for a full decade since the release of Diablo III in 2012. A lot has happened in the genre since then, but every game that has come out still can't quite capture the thrill of popping demons in a Diablo game. Diablo IV is the king returning to the castle. It's a darker, complex game that wants to revitalize the playful character customization at the heart of the series. I played a preview build of it last year and was instantly sucked back into the delicious loop of demon slaying and looting, and piecing together a build with whatever tools of destruction the game handed me. And after so much time away from new additions in the series, I'm vibrating with anticipation for a new Diablo with tons of dungeons and skill combinations to explore. 2023 has a lot of big hitters, but for me, it's the year of Diablo. And finally, the number 1 most anticipated game is Baldurs Gate III, which will be out of early access in August. Jody McGregor, a Weekend/AU editor, says, "Some of us have been patient, not dipping into the opening act of Baldurs Gate 3 in its early access version, in favor of waiting to experience this absolute meal of an RPG in its final form, only when the chefs are done. Some of us have binged what's available and then gone back and eaten it again, which I guess means we had to vomit it back up first, and now this analogy has gone too far." Both groups are absolutely vibrating with anticipation for August's 1.0 release. While Baldur's Gate 3 promises to bring back beloved characters like Minsk and Jahaira, as well as returning us to the Sword Coast and the city of Baldur's Gate itself, we're not just excited because it's a revival of a classic CRPG series. We're excited because it promises to innovate on the form, which is what Larian specializes in. The studio's history with RPGs has been one of experimentation and improvement, reaching a peak with the branching quest lines and deep dialogue trees of Divinity: Original Sin 2, our Game of the Year in 2017. That game's eagerness to let us solve problems in multiple, inventive ways, embrace the true chaos of RPG combat, and talk to every single animal we found, are all things Baldur's Gate 3 looks set to build on. And with this, the list of the top 5 most anticipated games of 2023 comes to an end. If you like these types of videos, leave a comment down below to say so, or you could join the Discord server. Okay guys, until next time, I'm Jeff, see you in the next video.